I know you've made, well, ARK has made a bet on Tom Lee's Bitmine. Of course, I'm asking one of the largest ETH treasuries right now. I mean, unpack that a little bit more for me. Is that related to what you were just telling me about agentic AI and smart contracts? Do you see Ethereum as being the foundational layer to enabling a productive agentic AI world?
Yes, we have been watching carefully who is signing on to what protocol as they begin to develop their digital asset strategies. So, well, first we saw Coinbase for its layer 2 base chose Ethereum. More recently, we saw Robinhood for the layer 2 that it is evolving, also building on top of Ethereum. We had a thesis that Ethereum was going to be the institutional protocol. I know that Solana was doing much better. Solana had a massive run relative to Ether. And so many people were challenging that notion, and yet we're seeing the votes being placed. And it makes sense. Ethereum, while it might be higher cost and a little slower, it's more decentralized and therefore more secure. Solana, we think, is probably going to be the winner in more consumer-facing applications. And it was very, very difficult for us to gain a position in our ETFs with good exposure to Ether. There are all kinds of problems when 40 Act funds buy another fund, another ETF to gain exposure. There are tax issues. There are fee issues, fees upon fee issues. There's something called, and this is a tax issue, bad income. Income bad doesn't mean evil at all. It just means it's a tax term. If those profits, gross profits, this is gross, there's no netting here. If those gross profits are more than 10% of the total profits generated in a year of a fund, the entire fund can be shut down. The tax benefit, you'll basically you'll lose a lot of tax benefits, and you'll be subjecting the fund to a great number of fines, if not actual shutting down. So we can't take those risks. And as you can tell, I'm not deep into tax law, and I'm not going to be able to explain exactly what, who, what, when, where, why, and how. I just listened to our trading team, our compliance team, our finance team, and I say, okay, I can't go there. It's just, I can't do it. So this is the first time we've been able to gain a solid position in Ether. And, sure, it comes at a premium. But what's different from Bitcoin treasuries, like MicroStrategy, now Strategy, is there's just more utility that these Ether treasuries can offer, staking being one of the most important ones. The ETFs, at least not yet, do not, the Ether ETFs are not allowed to stake. Mm-hmm. So, and yes, I think as you know, we were the cornerstone investor in Circle. So we've been watching the stablecoin movement, which is exploding. And of course, again, most of that is happening on Ethereum.